I know it's cheesy, but I kind of love it. Welcome to episode 1 of a brand new save here on the ChesnoidGaming channel. We are in Spain with some manager you might recognise, but you also might not because it's a bit of a weird tutorial. And then he's Ginger too. He's not Xavi Hernandez, he's Xavi Hernandez. We have a new man in charge at the Camp Nou, and hopefully he can bring some success. I used one of the tutorials that you find on YouTube for kind of recreating a real-life player to try and get their likeness in your pro club. And I did the Xavi one and gave him ginger hair. Yeah. He doesn't really look that much like Xavi, but at least the name is quite Xavi-esque. So we find ourselves in Spain, in Barcelona, for episode 1 of the brand new save. And I want you guys to help me build this save. We're rebuilding Barcelona. Obviously, they're in a bit of financial trouble and things on the pitch aren't going too well for them either. There are plenty of ways to improve and plenty of rules we could introduce to this save. In real life, this Barcelona side are 1.5 billion euro in debt. Now, I don't think we can match the like tally to that, but it would be great if we could hit 1.5 thousand likes here on the first episode of the new series on the ChesnoidGaming channel. That'd be great. Please do hit that thumbs up button if you're looking forward to this save. It really does help push the channel and the content to new people and help the channel as a whole grow. I'd very much appreciate it. Thank you. Right. It's Boxing Day, so I hope you had a fantastic Christmas yesterday. And moving forward, we could do with some presents of our own. We're looking for some youth talent. Of course, Barcelona traditionally look to bring plenty of players through La Masia. We have our own version of La Masia here at the club, and we have our scout future star, Enrique Correa, a right winger, 16 years of age, 64 rated, 82 to 94 potential. Take a little peek at that height. Monster. So he's going to get involved. He's very much going to get involved. The squad is aging in most areas. There are the odd flashes of young brilliance. Gavi is going to become instrumental for us. Fati is already in the first team picture. Of course, players like Pedri will also be very heavily involved, probably from the start, actually, in this squad, to be completely honest. And there are also a number of areas where we need to improve, but improving is an issue. Improving is very much an issue because, of course, as we mentioned, they have no money. There is a salary cap introduced in Spain. It used to be in the hundreds of millions for Barcelona. It still is for Real Madrid, 600 million euro plus for their wage budget. Barcelona, 97. Now, we have deduced a little chart outlining everybody's current weekly wage. Translated that into a yearly wage, and we have a running total. The goal, 97 million euro a year. The current situation, 160 million euro a year. And that's not including the wages of the players that are out on loan, including Pjanic, who's on upwards of £150,000 a week, and Griezmann, who's on upwards of £200,000 a week. So, yikes is the financial situation at this club. Rule number 1. No signing new players until that wage cap is met. With the exception of Ferran Torres, who is due to be announced by Barcelona in real life imminently, basically. So that signing I will do, but not now, in January. As was the case with the Chesnoid FC save, as is the case with all saves moving forward we do that start before the January transfer window. All of the clubs did all of their business in the summer in real life, and we're replicating that in the game, keeping the same squads. So I will look to bring Ferran Torres to the Camp Nou, or our version of it, because it's unlicensed in FIFA 22. But that will happen in January. As such, we are stuck with the squad that we have for the first half of this season, meaning it's going to be difficult to try and do what the board want, because the board want quite a bit. High youth development, but no expectations. That's odd. Brand exposure. A streak of 10 home games without defeat. Normally at Barcelona, not a problem. This Barcelona, it might be. Sign 3 players from South America. That will have to wait till January. I'm still not sure we'll get that done. Financially reduce player wages by £200,000. That's very much doable. That is absolutely the core of what we're trying to do here at Barcelona. Success on the pitch. They only want top 4 this year, which is fantastic for my job survival. However, within 2 years, so if I don't do it this year, next year, and I'll be honest with you, not going to do it this year, win the La Liga title. So we do have to turn things around quite sharpish here at Barcelona, which is not going to be easy. And continentally, they would like us to reach the final of the Champions League, as well as, of course, as you see there, the final of the Copa del Rey. So there is still a lot of expectation upon us. Expectation that, I don't know, will be matched. The aim is to try and rebuild Barcelona whilst keeping my job. I am going to send or spend some money on youth staff. We'll look for players in Spain through La Masia. And traditionally, Barcelona have had a bit of a link with the Netherlands, with players like Johan Cruyff and Ronald Koeman, etc. And without... Probably don't even need to think about South America, do you? There's some Argentinian bloke, and then Rivaldo, Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, etc. The Brazilian link. So we will look to scout in those 3 countries, Brazil, Spain, and Netherlands. And when Messi retires, we will, of course, as we should, sign Leo Messi's replacement, or regen, should we say. Hopefully he'll have a pre-gen. If he has a pre-gen, then we really are in a great position, because he'll come the year before Messi retires, rather than having to wait until the year after Messi retires. So each year, we will look for an Argentinian regen or pre-gen of Lionel Messi. And when they arrive, we will sign them regardless of any financial stipulations we have at the club. Sergio Busquets has welcomed me to the club, but we do have a lot to work upon, sir. So in this first episode, we will be starting the La Liga season against Real Sociedad and working our way, simulating through pre-season. Don't want you guys to have to worry about much at all with regards this first episode. It's about introducing you to the club, introducing you to the ethos of what we're going to do here in this rebuild, financially and on the pitch. Going to prioritise the young players, the growth of the young players, and of course, try and sort the financial situation out. We can't do much about that until January, but some of the youth players that are here at the club that aren't on much a week and don't have much hope of getting anywhere near the first team really ever, I would be open to releasing to try and ease the financial pressure before we even get to the January transfer window. Load up a save yourselves at Barcelona. Have a look through everyone. Tell me who you think is surplus to requirements, and we will work them out of the squad. Whether that be release, whether that be sell in January, we need to save some money, and we need to save some money quickly. So until... like I say, until we reach the goal of 97 million euro as a wage cap, we will not be signing anyone other than Ferran Torres. Moving forward, each year, provided we are in the positive with our financial situation, we will raise the wage cap at a figure decided by you guys. Maybe 10 million euro a year, maybe 20 million, it's up to you. We can keep kind of an eye on the financial situation. There isn't an in-depth financial mechanic in FIFA, obviously, but we can keep an eye on that overall profit and take that off a running total of 1.5 billion euro and try and work it down as best we can. It's going to be tough, but we'll give it a damned good go. I'm going to go and get myself through pre-season. You guys don't need to see that. What you're interested in seeing is some on-field action in a competitive fixture. So we will go and play Real Sociedad to start the year today. I'll start the new save. Like I say, please do make sure you drop the video a like if you're looking forward to this save. And let me know any extra rules you'd like me to implement. Any that are very popular or any that I think would be a great addition, regardless of their popularity. I will introduce into the save moving forward in the next couple of episodes. So please do let me know your feedback down below. But like I say, drop this video a like. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any further episodes, and hit that notification bell and you absolutely won't miss another video. Let's have a first quick look to see what the potential of this team is. Can they do anything against someone like Tigres? A 1-1 draw. We've got our work cut out here in Barcelona, don't we? I'll see you against Real Sociedad. We've arrived on match day 1. My starting lineup to begin this La Liga season will be Ter Stegen, Alba, Piqué, Garcia and Dest. De Jong, Pedri and Busquets with Fati, Depay and Dembele as a front three. I'm going to stick with the default 4-3-3 false 9 formation that they begin with Barcelona. Although, of course, through the course of the save, that may change as we look to build a side that suits, or a system that suits the players that we have at the club. On the bench, I have Neto as a goalkeeper, Mingueza and Araujo as centre-back options, Sergi Roberto, as a wing-back option. I am actually training Mingueza to be a right-back, so hopefully he'll get that through sooner rather than later. Gavi is a young player that I am very excited to see grow in this save. He's only 16 and could be one of Spain's best in a few seasons' time. Coutinho is on my bench for now, as is Luke de Jong, although that I do have, of course, Martin Braithwaite as another striking option. Plenty of talent in this side. I haven't yet called up my Scout Future Star, but I am open to doing so if you think I should. And then, obviously, I've got some players on the transfer list that we're looking to move on in January to try and really lessen that wage bill. Some of those aging players or high-earning players will find themselves on the fringes or on the way out come January. Our first scout report from Brazil might offer us something decent, we hope. Looking for players that may well be decent potential winner. That sort of thing says to me a position change might suit him. 61 to 85 doesn't look the best, but he's got a decent value, so he might be half decent to start with. You guys know, as ever, the indication of a good youth player is A, of course, the potential window, B, their current value and wage. That will dictate whether they are or are not either any good currently or have potential to be any good at some point. Now, it's going to be slightly different for me here because I'm working in Euro and I've not done a save in anything other than pounds ever, I don't think. So it's a new thing for me to try and get used to. There's not too much difference between the two currencies. So, oh, Ernesto Chavez, £1.3 million. That's an instant pickup. Now, how good is he and where does he play? Centre forward, 79 to 94 potential. Got some pace, some good agility. Sprint speed's not the best. Dribbling, curve, ball control, all decent. Short passing's okay. You'd say change him to a cam from a centre forward and he might see a bit of a boost in his stats because his finishing's only 51, so he's probably not going to suit that centre forward role. Someone whose finishing is better, however, is Enrique Correa, and at 6'6", I'm wanting to utilise him. He's got 5-star weak foot as well. I'm changing him to a striker. He could be the future come the end of Memphis Depay's reign as our starting central forward man. I'm going to change this guy to a cam. 2 weeks. Perfect. Right. Time to play game number 1, and it will be the only game of this first episode as we look to try and get things going. The pre-season tournament, by the way, went pretty well. We beat Ajax in the group stage, but then lost to Arsenal, unfortunately. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang scored to send us out. But financially, we are making profit, which we need to make a hell of a lot of over the course of this save. But already 150-ish million euro to the good. Only 1.35 billion to go. Right, game number 1 of our new season. Game number 1 of our new save in our home ground. It's El Libertador, but I have renamed it as the Camp Nou. And I've also altered it with regards the seat colour and the pitch, grass type, etc. So it should have the feel of the Camp Nou in real life, but obviously it isn't. Right, can we get off to a winning start? A number of other sides already have, including, of course, potential title, or not potential, definite title rivals, Real Madrid. How good is this side going to be? I don't know at this stage, but let's find out. The Real Sociedad side to play against us has a couple of quality players in. There's Alex Moreno in goal. They're playing a 4-2-3-1, as you can see. Quite a forward 4-2-3-1 as well, an attacking formation. Gorosabel, Elizondo, Zubeldia and Monreal round out their defensive four. Mikel Merino is a very good player. Iliaramendi has his moments. Obviously, David Silva is there. Adnan Januzaj, Alexander Isak is really genuinely quality. He's scored a wonderful goal recently in real life. And Mikel Oyarzabal, both the Mikels basically, are really, really, really good. So hopefully we can keep them quiet. For those that are curious, we're using the usual sliders that we've used on FIFA 22. Of course, we had to alter them for FIFA 22. So these are what I use in, or what I used in the Chesnoid FC save. Is what I'm going to use here as well. If you ever want to know them, then either come back here to this moment in this first episode, or go to my Twitch channel and type !sliders into the chat, and a bot will tell you. Shot error for the CPU up to 53, pass error down to 30. First touch controller is the only other thing changed for the CPU, that's down to 40. And with regards to the user gameplay, goalkeeper up to 57. And that is it. Everything else is a default 50 for both me and the AI. And of course, we're playing on Ultimate. Right. Here we go. This is going to be entirely different to playing with my Chesnoid FC team. We had a monster 11 in that save come the end of Season 6. And there is definitely going to be a transition period between playing with that team and learning how this one performs. But there are some quality players in this team, and certainly some quality players in the squad as a whole that we could call upon off the bench, etc., to try and improve as a squad, as a team, as a club, on and off the pitch. Oyarzabal back there to Iliaramendi. Right, starters you mean to go on. David Silva's wand of a left foot starts us off with the very first highlight and a goal conceded. Plenty of work to do. That's why this is a rebuild. Into Frenkie. And Ansu Fati is going to be all over the place in this game. I'm asking him to stay out wide. I'm also asking him on occasion to tuck in centrally. Dest looking for the man on the edge of the box, but Iliaramendi does very well indeed. Isak finds Januzaj, and Sociedad will look to build. It will take a little while as well to figure out how best to utilise any given player as well. Who's best with what role? Do I send my fullbacks forward, or is that leaving me too open defensively? Do I ask one of my midfielders, or more than one of my midfielders, to stay back whilst attacking, or do I ask someone like Frenkie to get forward? It's going to be a case of either A, figuring out myself, or B, taking on board your advice as we look to, well, basically build an identity for this side. Something that they absolutely had under Pep Guardiola in the late noughties and early teens, early tens, however you want to phrase it. But of late, this Barcelona team, Barcelona as a club, have just lost all identity. And now they've lost Messi, but Ansu Fati has lost the ball as well, although we very nearly worked a beautiful opportunity to equalise. Pedri. Ansu's in again! Oh, golazo! The first goal of this new Barcelona save is scored by Barcelona number 10. No, not Leo Messi. Ansu Fati buries it. We are level at the Camp Nou. That was a very, very good finish too. More of that, please. Xavi Hernandez is very pleased with it. Mikel Merino. Out to Adnan Januzaj and into Oyarzabal. Januzaj again. Isak is on the run. Oh, Oyarzabal around the corner. Ter Stegen makes the save. He failed at his near post with the first effort they had. He's been successful with the second, thankfully. David Silva will take the corner short to Adnan Januzaj. A bit of jinking backwards and forwards. And David Silva's offside there. That was well worked by Sociedad. The first save we did this year, the Chesnoid FC save, because we got early access with the EA Creator Program, was done on PlayStation 5. This save I'm doing on Xbox Series X. So we'll see if there's a difference in the gameplay. There shouldn't be, because effectively it should still be the same game. I'm hoping that with a more familiar controller on Xbox, I can play better this year, or in this save, than I did at times with Chesnoid FC. Can Dembele get to that? He can. It's a brilliant save, but Frenkie de Jong! The Dutch connection comes good for Barcelona, and we've turned it around on its head. Ousmane Dembele, unfortunate not to score the goal himself. It's a brilliant save, but getting to the rebound is young Frenkie. Great leap, beats the defender to it, powers home the header, and we lead at the Camp Nou. Silva, nicely through the gap to Mikel Merino. Adnan Januzaj let that run a little bit. He's got good footwork though, the Belgian. Isak. Oh, at the second attempt, Ter Stegen holds on. That was too hot to handle for a moment. How's Dembele's touch? Really not bad at all. Pedri could send him through again, but delayed with the pass. So 2-1 lead at half-time then. Drama already in the opening 45 minutes of life here at FC Barcelona. The Camp Nou faithful should probably be happy enough with how things have gone so far. But certainly room for improvement. But we knew that before we signed. Liaramendi, all given away straight to Eric Garcia. Barca look to break poorly through Ousmane Dembele, who has managed a full 45 minutes of football without getting injured. So he's having a worldie of a time so far, is Ousmane. Certainly, hopefully, something we won't... Oh, it's a lovely through ball. Ter Stegen holds on somehow. Hopefully it's something we don't have to deal with too much here in this save. Is Ousmane Dembele's injury proneness. He does have the potential to be one of the key men in this team. I certainly should have picked my pass better there. Serginho Dest of his work cut out. I thought it was going top bins from David Silva. Serginho Dest of his work cut out at right back. He's got the physicals, he's got the pace, but still needs to improve this defensive acumen, but I'm sure he will do with some training. I have added development plans to the majority of the squad. I've also added to the transfer list and loan list some of the players that initially I think I'd like to move on, either permanently or briefly. And Ansu Fati actually will use Jordi Alba here and we'll look for Dembele at the back post. He couldn't get a goal earlier on. He's not going to get a goal now either. Ramiro able to make another comfortable save. Silver ball over the top. Brought down nicely by Oyarzabal. Back to Iliaramendi. Kept in well by Nacho Monreal. Still going strong in the Sociedad starting lineup, even though his time in the first team is probably coming to an end. Had a good spell in England with Arsenal, of course. Back there to Iliaramendi. Back to Oyarzabal again. Oyarzabal, a player that actually weirdly always tends to end up at Arsenal in career mode saves, or certainly has done in my experience anyway. Good save again by Marc-Andre Ter Stegen. I'm making a change. Sergio Busquets is going off and Gavi is coming on. De Jong has dropped into the deeper of the three roles, but he's not a CDM. He is listed as a centre mid in that position, so he keeps all of his boosts with regards his individual stats. Win that header, please, Ousmane. Well done. And again, please, Ousmane. Not quite so well done, but thankfully, Mark. Oh, no, of course. Of course. Who's on the floor injured? It's Ousmane Dembele. Perfect. This really is a true, genuine Barcelona career mode, isn't it? You couldn't script it. Ping from Gavi. Out to Dembele. Looking for Serginho Dest. He got mashed. Absolutely mashed by Oyarzabal there. And he's gone down to ground. But thankfully, his injury doesn't worsen. Nice ball there into Memphis Depay, who will whip it. Looking for Ansu Fati. He's not going to get there to the header. We don't have many tall players in the squad at all outside of defence. So actually having that 6'6" scout future star could really give us a focal point up top. And he's got pace as well already. He's got pace already as well. So certainly could have a big impact should we utilise him from the earlier stages in this save. He'll definitely perhaps get some play in the Copa del Rey and maybe in lesser Champions League games too. And Ansu Fati with some good footwork. We'll go back to him here. Oh, I was trying to find Gavi. It's Pedri, in fact, sorry. And Dembele through the gap. Buries it. He might be hurt, but it's not going to stop him scoring. It's not going to stop us winning. Barcelona 3, Real Sociedad 1. We will win our first game as Barcelona manager. Our first game as Javi Hernandez. I know it's cheesy, but I kind of love it. Oh, nice interception by Alexander Isak. Here's Porto. He's quick and dangerous. Definitely quick. Definitely dangerous. Into the box here, Christian Porto. Yeah, quick and dangerous. Well, that was... like, you heard me. Driving down the right-hand side, whipping the ball across, and at the back post, just absolutely awful marking. He's left Oyarzabal all on his own. He's been on the pitch about 4 seconds, Mingueza at right back, and already let himself down. Luke de Jong's also come on for the now injured Ousmane Dembele. Depay has gone out wide, and de Jong will lead the line through the middle for the time being. But as you might well have expected it, not a straightforward result for us here at home, but certainly at least the start of that string of 10 unbeaten home games that we need to go on to satisfy the board. I'm going to have to tick boxes like that to kind of cover myself for not ticking boxes like get to the final of the Champions League and get to the final of the Copa del Rey, because those ones are going to be more difficult to do. But we do, however, start the season with 3 points at home at the Camp Nou, so we have to be happy enough with a positive start. We'll wait and see if Ousmane Dembele is out injured for any period of time. It looked like it was just an arm or a shoulder that was the issue there, so we should be okay. We'll wait and see what happens with regards an email. We've had a Vage transfer offer, which is good. 5 days for Dembele with a bruised shoulder. He will be fine. Bordeaux are interested in signing Moussa Wagué. I am interested in letting him go. We have plenty of right-back options. His release clause is 7.8 million euro. Of course, in Spain, every player has to have legally a release clause in their contract. So that's something we also will be implementing into this save, as we did with Mallorca. Was it last year or the year before? It was last year. I do have a Barcelona shirt that I could wear. I'm not sure I really want to wear that every single day. Perhaps if you'd like me to, I can order one of this season's Barcelona shirts, and we can wear that in the save when we record like we used to. Obviously, I couldn't get one for Chesnoid FC. I already have my Cambridge United shirt for the Cambridge save coming later in the year, which will be the save to follow this one. But there's still quite a way to go in this save before we start thinking about the Cambridge United road to glory. I will try and get a little bit more for Wagué if we can. And we can. So it looks like he might be on his way out to Bordeaux. Now that would be £43,500 a week saved on our wage budget. Meaning, if I have a look at my Excel spreadsheet, that would be, where are you? £2.288 million saved in our attempts to turn around the financial situation and meet the wage cap. So things look things look like they're going to get a decent start, at least, with it comes thinning the squad down. Right, that will be all for us today. I'll be back again tomorrow. Is our profit going up again? We're over the 150 million euro profit margin. Let's keep that going if we can, please. Oh, okay. Okay. A positive start. Second in the league. Finances, money raining in. This could be a very fun save to do. And it's a perfect opportunity to use a big club that you don't normally see on YouTube. So hopefully you guys will stick around. That'll be all for now for Boxing Day. Again, let me know your feedback in the comment section down below. If you think there are any other rules we could implement, then I will do so. But for now, thank you very much for watching. Make sure you subscribe with the notification bell ticked. Drop the video a like, and I'll see you tomorrow.